is going on, everybody, man? King Recon here, dude. I can't even begin to tell y'all how hyped I am to watch this episode. As you see, the Jordan jersey is already on because no matter what happens from here for, I think it's 1, 2, 3, and like 4 more episodes. Let's just say 3, from I think this one, the next one, the one after that, and the one after that. I think it's going to be these next 4 episodes are all Jordan jersey level. Every single one of them, man. So, without further ado, dude, I have been waiting to watch this episode since Saturday night, man. The time has finally come. Episode 964. In 3, 2, 1, let's jam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go. Dude, this has been the part besides... I mean, I don't even know if I can necessarily count the material that was just recently covered in the manga. But for the longest, because, I've had it for... I've been able to think about it for a longer amount of time and whatnot. On the same level as the stuff that was just covered in the manga, this material right here that was released at the end of last year, it was around, I think it was December 2019, or I should say, back in 2019, but in December 2019, we were treated to all of these marvelous, wonderful chapters. And from then until now, I've just been like, yo, I need this so bad in the anime. Because I feel like the anime has always amplified these things for me, with the music, the voice acting, just the entire product, especially with the way the Wano's been, and just, going ham on every single aspect of the show. I was like, yo, I cannot wait for them to cover this part of the arc. Because this part of the arc right here is honestly one of my favorite stretches of chapters in the entire series. And Wano has a lot of that. Wano right now has like 3, counting Reverie, right? Like from end of Whole Cake, Reverie, beginning of Wano, and then this, and the stuff we're currently going through in the manga right now. Like those 3 are, I guarantee, all at the very least in my top 10 for favorite stretches in the entire series. It's just been... God, this arc is amazing. It's amazing, bro. Like, it really, really is. But this stretch right here, son. The other day, I did a top 5 chapters in the entire series bit on Maha's channel, Marco's channel, on Maha DUT on his channel. And dude, I had to put one of the chapters about to be covered in there, bro, because it's legend. It is truly, like, in every sense of the word, legendary. So let's get into it. Just imagine being confronted with this ridiculous looking creature. It's like, yo, what is wrong with this dude? So glad to see Toki in the anime. The white beard pirate shit, bro. The Moby Dick. Look at my boy Jozu. And you already know Marco and the rest of the crew, they wanted to join immediately. They're like, yo, stop this nonsense. It's prime beard, bro. Like, come on now, man. You get to see truly how big Odin is right here, like in comparison to Toki. The dawn. The dawn of a new era. I love how Odin makes the best out of every situation. It's like I was just taking off from my mission, going on Whitebeard's ship, but you know what? I'm on a foreign island for the very first time. Finally! I'm out of that oppressive establishment in Wano. More exotic. Odin's like, man, I finally got out of that place. You're telling me you want to go back? You're like, please, no, not that place. Oh, the face. Captain Karma with the octopus. They need to stop playing the soundtrack when it's not for my boy Kuro Hige. This is Blackbeard's soundtrack, man. Dun, 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 dun. They thought it was him. Odin the Sea Spirit. Yo, Toki's ready to go. Hmm. Yeah. Whitebeard's presence made everybody flee. They were like, hold on. They were like, hold on now, Chief. Look at that. Yo, the squad. Marineford. Yeah, he sold them out. It was like, oh, let's go. Beyond your wildest imagination, my little brother. Man, dude. This is truly like... Wyvern's like sweet flag darts, man. Neko and Inu. Goat beard. Goo da 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 da. He feels like it. Him too. Look at it. He's like flag darts back there again. Beyond your wildest imagination, bro. Finally. Oh, boy's been wanting to see I got it. Yo, the initial setup. And yo, Toei's on so much fire right now. Like Toei right now is like prime Squaresoft in the 90s. It's just they are, no matter what they do, it's just flames. Like you touch it and your hand starts burning a bit, dude. Non-stop greatness. What an awesome eye catcher for when they both set off on their journeys. Look at that, man. Slicing ships. Like he's Mihawk. What have I done? This for the journal. Look at that. It's like you would just imagine being able to see all of this after just being trapped in that one place for so long. Like, this world filled with so many different and beautiful things. Yo. And then when it gets hot, it's flagnards, dude. The flames. The soundtrack's going in. Is this a new soundtrack? Look at Toki. Look. Yo, just these massive koalas. Giant humans. Blackbeard's like, yo, see about it. Yo, Whitebeard's too goat for that. A tiny piece of the world. $800. That knowledge. It's like how fascinating that is. Oh, my soundtrack. My soundtrack. I love this shot of Odin and Toki looking out into the sea, flowing hair. Great shot. That's right. Marco's like love blossoming before my eyes. Oh, they did great work on that panel. They did great work. They're like, yo, shut up, dog. Let him do the thing. What a shot. Man. Here we go. He's like, yo, we should have fought him. Why no, why not? That's right. It'll be more of a hassle at that point. It's like having to deal with it constantly. Your country is still free. It's like the second year of Odin's journey. The legend. Momonosuke. The birth of Momo. There's a thing called the newspaper. The Sakura blossoms. Orochi. I mean, when Yasue was like, "What? What is man talking about?" The commanders, the division commanders. The face. Yo, that the second division has been legendary from jump, man. The legend. Let's go. Teachy. Marshall D. Teachy. Mr. Zay, ha ha ha, every day, baby. Brush. Let's look at Shanks. 40 out of 10. 40 out of 10. Love how these two have always been. There he is. The GOAT. Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Look at my boy. Gold Roger, a great pirate. And that's how you end the episode. No, I just like the chapter. Yeah, I'm telling you, from here on out, the Jordan jersey's gonna stay on, dude. Oh man, another awesome one. You know, just seeing them go on their journey with the Whitebeard Pirates, going from land to land. Just, I really appreciate the way that Oda is going into this part of the story where, I mean, the entire story's been about that for a majority of the part, like where, you know, speaking on the romance of adventure and the beauty of going on and seeing things with your own two eyes and whatnot. But in Odin's case, I think back to Shirahoshi in chapter 905, where the you know, there was so much emphasis put on how wonderful the world is, you know, finally being able to go out into the surface and see it from a top perspective, you know, just truly how wonderful and how beautiful everything is, things that we take for granted. You know, that's something that fishermen can't just go out and do whenever they want, especially Shirahoshi, who was stuck inside the castle for so many years, right? And so, you know, just coming up into the surface and seeing with our own two eyes, it brought a tear to your eye, because it's like, man, you know, there's something that is, you know, we can go out and see the surface at any given point. You know, we can go out and see the sun or whatever, and to them, seeing that was just mind-boggling. You know, and then in Odin's case here, who was stuck inside of Wano, you know, finally being freed from those shackles and being placed outside in the world, as he stated that Wano was too small to contain somebody like him, right? And so goes out and goes on this adventure, and what's so beautiful about it is that because he had that background from before, and because of his personality, he takes absolutely everything and amplifies it up until like 10. So even if things aren't going his way, he's like, oh, I don't care, man. Like, I just stepped foot on a sport, and I for the first time. Yo, overwhelming strength, a massive giant, bubbles, heat I've never felt before, cold I've never felt before, like absolutely everything. He's just absorbing it, writing it down, you know, wanting to keep all of these memories, because he never knows when any of this could go away. And like, he's just taking advantage of every single second, every single moment while out on this adventure. And I love that so much, not only about Odin, but about this part of the story, because it really does embody that sense of adventure that Luffy has, where absolutely everything is that's brand new or cool or whatever. He immediately is like, yo, like, that's awesome, sugoi, you know. And that's something that I've always been attracted to when it came to the series. And to see that once again, I love how even the eye catchers caught that with Luffy, and then with Odin, whenever they both start off on their adventures. But having Odin here on Whitebeard's ship, and then seeing how he does things, because he's not used to being out here. You know, like, for example, if we're not taking the treasure from the ship before taking it down, like, he was just like, yo, these dudes are attacking, let's go ahead and take them out. You know, I want to go ahead and fight somebody that's strong. And then whenever he was even talking about the Marines, you know, the Navy would come in and they were like, no, we're not going to deal with them. Because Odin was like, yo, there's some strong people on there. But he's like, no. Like, there's a lot of these individuals. Like, you'll see just how incredible the world is that they're currently trying to protect. Like, just wait until you see this this adventure, this world that goes even beyond your imagination and whatnot. It was just, I really loved it, man, because it touches upon a few themes that really make the series special for me. And so that's why I love this flashback so much. But the way that's been done in the anime so far is just spectacular, and I can't wait for the next one, man. My boy Roger is here. Let's go. Blackbeard joining the Whitebeard Pirates, Whitebeard establishing his divisions. It's really cool to get that lore and history. Then we get to see more on Toki, you know, and her true story, coming over from 800 years, not knowing exactly where she comes from. All she knows is that her parents were born in Wano, and that's it. That's why she wants to go back. And I love how we got the similar response from both Odin and Whitebeard. Like, do we really have to go back there? Like, come on now, man. Let's go out and have fun on this adventure. Screw that place for now. And Whitebeard then, because Odin always saw Wano as a negative. You know, out of all things that he sees in a positive light, he looks at Wano as a negative, a place that restrains him. And yet Whitebeard looks at it in a different light. He's like, yo, your country's free. Your country is free from the shackles of Marines. Your country is free from what the rest of the world has to deal with when it comes to the massive power at hand in the Marines and in the world government, especially, right? So he's like, yo, you guys are free from all that. Like, you should be good. But Odin sees it from a different light. Like, yo, I've been shackled in this place. I just wanted to get out. I wanted to go out and see this wonderful world, no matter how many things there may be. And so to get those two different perspectives from two different people that we respect so highly was just, it was really dope, man. And it's just, you know, two different takes on what freedom is, and you know, different perspectives on that. And I loved it. I love this episode. I love the content, the material in here, and the soundtracks, and the awesome romance moment between Toki and Odin was great too. But man, what a good episode. Can't wait for the next one. You already know, Jordan jerseys from here until like 4 or 5 episodes down, maybe even until the end of the flashback. That's how good this flashback is, man. But yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Hope it is an awesome of a day. Take care. One Piece greatness. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode in the comment section down below. And I will see y'all next time for some more of that Odin flashback greatness. Roger incoming, baby.